Hi everyone, today I would like to share chapter 23, the church. Bible verse is 1 Timothy 3:15. But if I delay, I write that you may know how one ought to conduct himself in the house of God, which is the church of the living God, the pillar and base of the truth. We should know that the word of church in Greek word for church is ekklesia. The ekklesia is a gathering of the called one. Ek means out, and klesia refers to a calling. It is not a church building or any edifice for the worship of God. Actually, the church is not a physical building. It is an assembly together of all the saints. Even until now, many saints may also consider the meeting hall as the church. The church is a congregation called out of the word. This word is used in reference to a called out congregation. A church indicates that the church is of the Lord, not of any other person or thing. It is not like the denominations, which are denominated according to some person's name or according to some matters. The church, which is his body. Universally, all the churches are one body, and locally, every local church is a local expression of that universal body. Even though there is only one moon, it appears in numerous places. The church as God's house, the pillar and base of the truth. In speaking of the church as the house of God, Paul specifically refers to God as the living God. The living God who lives in the church must be subjective to the church rather than merely objective. An idol in the heathen temple is lifeless. The God who not only lives but also acts, moves, and works in his living temple. The church is living. The church is also the household of God. The believers are children of God, born of Him and having His life and nature. After God separated us from the world, He put Himself into us, germinating us, begetting us as His children. So, then you are no longer strangers and sojourners, but you are fellow citizens of the saints and members of the household of God. So in 1 Timothy 3:15, the Greek word for house may also be translated household. The household, the family of God, is the house of God. The house and the household are one thing. The assembly of the believers, the reality of this house as the dwelling place of the living God is in our spirit. We need to live in our spirit so that God can be manifested in this house as a living God. A brother testified that just as I speak in the spirit in a meeting, so I also speak in the spirit at the family dinner table to my wife and children. Every day I live and work according to the Spirit. Amen. Okay, it's the end of the chapter. May God bless you.